Hey, what's going on, everybody? BlazeHood here, coming at you with another My Hero Academia review. Alright, this time we're going to be reviewing the latest episode of My Hero. And, I kind of just said that already. That sounded redundant. But oh well, I don't give a shit. But, yeah, we're going to review this episode. And, the reason I didn't review last episode is simply because nothing really happened. Let's be honest. Nothing exciting happened besides Bakugo got taken, and, Deku cried. That was pretty much it. I mean, nothing else happened. Bakugo got took and Deku cried. And Deku always crying, and it freaking pisses me off seeing him cry all the time. He cries way too much. I think there's even a scene last season where not Deku, but All Might tells him that he needs to chill with all the waterworks and crying all the time. It's getting out of hand. I'm one of those people who hates all that shit. So, yeah, we're gonna be playing Smash Tap in the background real quick while I review this. So yeah, where should we start? I guess we just start at the motherfucking beginning. It starts off pretty much where the last episode ended, simply with goddamn Deku just crying and not being able to do anything to save Bakugo because he's his friend, which I don't understand how Midoriya considers Bakugo a friend, considering Bakugo treats him like shit the entire time. But you know, whatever, I don't care. You know, that's your friend, I guess. I don't really get it, but whatever. We get to the next scene, and one of the students figures it'd be a good idea. Red hair boy right here, I got as my teammate, thinks it'd be a good idea to get Yaoyorozu, also right here, to make another remote to track down the villain that she placed the tracker on in the forest part of the season. So they get the remote to ask her to make the tracker. She tells them she's gonna think about it. You know, she's really considering making the tracker, but she ends up making the tracker. And then a red hair boy tells Deku that let's look. We'll meet up in the front if you're later on tonight if you're down to go with us. If you're not, that's okay. We're still gonna go. We're gonna try to save Bakugo. Pretty much, they think they're gonna be able to stop a villain all by themselves, while all the other students are pretty much like, we should probably leave this to the pros. I don't know why you think you're gonna do anything, but you know, whatever. And IIDA overhears this. Now I'm starting to not like IIDA after this episode. Maybe the next episode will redeem him, or future episodes will, but these couple of episodes have made me like really just like, fuck IIDA. I really don't care about him, especially last season. He really was just annoying as fuck. So they get out there to go get this tracker and shit, and she ends up making the tracker for him, of course, because the story wouldn't be able to go any goddamn where at this point if she didn't make the tracker. So they make the tracker for her, and then she makes the tracker for them. They go outside, and IIDA's standing right there because he overheard him say that we're gonna meet up at the front tonight, so you know, be there. He sees Todoroki and Midoriya standing out there with Yaoyorozu and red hair boy, and he's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? You guys tried to stop me, and now I'm here to stop you guys. You can't do this. Midoriya tries to reason with him by walking up to him like, look, I know you don't think this is a good idea. I know we stopped you guys, but we have to do this. And IIDA ends up punching the shit out of Deku for like no reason. Him of all people. I thought if anybody would have hit this motherfucker, it would be pretty much anybody else. I could have seen anybody else except IIDA doing it, especially since he seems so passive usually, you know what I mean? Unless he's extremely provoked, like Stain fucking damn near killing his brother. Other than that, he seems like such a passive guy, so seeing him act out a character like that was really just different, and it was just unnecessary as fucking unwanted. I didn't like it. I didn't care. It seemed cheesy and cliche, and I really was just like, whatever, why'd you hit him? You didn't make sense. So Deku picks his head back up, and everybody's like, wow, what's going on? And after a bunch of rambling back and forth and all this other power of friendship and I'm gonna help you and all this other bullshit, he pretty much comes to the conclusion that he's gonna babysit them. That's right. He tells them that, you know what, I'm gonna come with you guys. And they're like, wait, what? Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna come with you, and I'm gonna watch over you to make sure you don't do anything crazy. And if we see any villains, or we end up having to engage villains, what the fuck? We end up having to engage villains, then we're not gonna do it. We're gonna back up and call some pros. And that seems to be the plan, but I'm just like, what if they get to y'all motherfuckers before then? I think one of them even states that they might get got before the motherfucking pros get there, but you know, whatever. I think they might be able to do it, especially since Midoriya, let's be honest, has the most powerful quirk in the show. I think even if it came down to it, he would still risk losing one of his body parts or whatever. Not one of his body parts, but fucking his arm up even more if he had to. So we end up getting to that, and Rosa figures it's a good idea that since the villains probably know what they are because of the forest part, they need to go in disguise. So she goes into the store, and they end up having to spend money on these crazy ass disguises. And I actually like this part of the show. It was very fucking funny to me. I don't know if it was funny to anybody else, but it was funny to me. Deku ends up coming out with this motherfucking this tough guy persona with this cheesy old stupid pube hair looking mustache on his chin. It's fucking hilarious. And he's trying to act tough when he's not tough. He's a fucking crybaby. Fucking IIDA looks like he's Italian. I'm sorry, he really does. He doesn't look like anything else. He looks like some Italian dad. And then Yaoyorozu was just like a mom or something from like the 50s. And Todoroki, you can tell he just doesn't give a fuck. Then red hair boy, I don't remember what the fuck he even looked like. I didn't care. So they get up out there and they're all yelling, drawing so much more attention to themselves. And I'm just like, you guys know you're just drawing attention to being this loud. Maybe you should quiet down a little bit, which I don't think they even realized. And then Todoroki makes it a point to say something to Yaoyorozu like, why didn't you just use your quirk to make us some disguises? And I think she just wanted an excuse to shop, just like he said, because she was like, no, we have to stimulate the economy. I can't go around just making clothes for everybody using that excuse. I'm like, whatever, who fucking cares? I don't want to hear that shit. So he says that too. They walk around the street and they see a crowd of people, so they go up to see what the crowd of people are looking at. They look up on the TV and they see this big ass panoramic view screen, and pretty much Eraserhead and one of the other motherfucking heroes is on there in suits and stuff, hair comb, looking all nice. I'm like, oh shit, what's going on now? Turns out they come on there to apologize for the forest incident where the villains attacked, stating that they should have better security and more people watching, this and that, pretty much making excuses to somehow get the media off their head, which is seems like a really big problem now, especially since they have to close off the school damn near. It seems like sometimes. But I mean, we get back to that shit, and the students are just sitting there like, ugh. And it made me think back to early in the episode where Deku's mom was talking to him on the phone, telling him that, do you really have to go back to UA? It seems like it's really dangerous there. They seem like they're not protecting you like they should. And I mean, they're heroes in training, so like, I understand you're still worried about them because they're kids, but I feel like some of that shit you kind of have to let it slide, because I mean, if they're going to be heroes, aren't they gonna have to face danger like this on a regular basis? I don't know, just a simple, there's something I hadn't thought about. Since they're gonna have to fight stuff like this on a regular basis, shouldn't they get used to it now? And another thing, once they become pro heroes, won't the villains still recognize them from when they were in high school and shit? Because I'm pretty sure, like, after that whole the last season with the before they fucking got the god damn, I'm brain freeze when Deku fought Todoroki, the tournament arc. Yeah, when the tournament arc, that shit, the whole thing was broadcast on TV. So won't the villains already know what they look like from the forest and from that tournament arc? Because I'm pretty sure they were watching, seeing as it was broadcasting on TV, and you could see a whole bunch of quirks in action. But I don't know, it was just something I thought about. And it was fucking crazy because they starting to lose faith in it. And, people in the crowd are over there like, what's up, man? What's going on with the UA? They're not protecting those kids. They're gonna get those kids fucking killed. Which made me kind of laugh. I was like, I don't know, man. I think those kids will be goddamn fine. And then meanwhile, while all this is happening, Bakugo is still held up at the villains hideout, and the villains are pretty much getting exactly what they wanted. And then dude with the fucking hand on his fucking face, who has the decay powers. I always forget his fucking name. I don't know why I always forget his fucking name. It's fucking annoying. But they are sitting in pretty much the League of Villains hideout talking to Bakugo while he's tied to the chair. So he figured out it'd be a good idea to let him out because they want to recruit him to the villains. They want to see him come to their side. So they get to the realization that, take him out the chair. He's not like he's going to try to fight both of us at once. Clearly, they don't know fucking Bakugo, because that's exactly what the fuck he does. He blasts that stupid hand thing off his fucking face, and he just sits there stunned. after he did that. Now after he had did that, I was like, he said father and the episode ends. Now is that hand his fucking dad's hand or something? Did he like accidentally use his decay powers on his dad and kill him, and that was what he had left of him? Like somebody let me know that in the comment section. I don't even care about spoilers like that. Spoilers make me more hyped to see the show. I'm just like, I really want to know, like, where the fuck did that hand come from? Why did he call it father? Because I thought he was about to kill fucking Bakugo after he had did that, and he was just staring at him. I was like, oh, she about to fuck him up, but he didn't. He just kind of sat there dazed, like shocked that that stupid hand came off his face. So I was like, all right, which is weird. Why did he freak out when the hand came off his face? Last season when he put his hand around Deku's neck, he had it off his face. So I was like, why is it a big deal to be off your face now? I don't understand. Is it like he has to take it off himself? Other people can't do it, otherwise he'll freak the fuck out? Is that what it is? I don't get it. I don't understand that whole thing right there. I thought that was extremely weird, and I hope next episode they explain that, because I really want to know what's going on with that. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it. That's all that happened in the video. So yeah, if I had to rate this episode, honestly, I'd give it about a 6 or a 7. I don't know. That's sort of somewhere around I give it. I thought it was funny. He had a nice ass funny. The only part I didn't like was IIDA punching Deku for no reason. And the beginning of the episode, Deku was crying because it was continuing where last episode left off. Other than that, it had a bits of comedy. I enjoyed that, and I enjoyed seeing the League of Villains trying to bring Bakugo to their side. And they're probably not gonna do it because Bakugo's still thinking about how All Might is the coolest hero ever, and he wants to be like him. So that probably won't happen. But a guy can hope, right? But anyway, that's gonna be it for this video right here. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and tell me any other good anime. Recommend to me some other good anime to watch and review on my channel, so I can have some more content on there besides Shinobi Collection. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video right here. This has been your boy BlazeHood. Peace out.